Bangers. And today you find me in my MGTF 160 and we're going to do a little video on how it drives. So you'd have seen my video a couple of weeks ago where I discussed the history of the MGF and how it came to be. And today we're actually going to drive this particular example and see what it's like.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So the first thing you notice when you get in a TF, or an F for that matter, is you feel very cosseted. Yeah, they're quite cramped on space. And luckily I'm a shorty, so I don't feel that tightly wedged in here. But the last F I drove was probably in the late 90s, so it's a bit different to what I'm used to, driving numerous ZTs plus a Volkswagen Transporter. So it's a little bit smaller than I'm used to. Very nippy. I think they are seriously underrated roadsters. I think people are beginning to catch on, but this one, it handles superbly. It's mid-engined, rear-wheel drive, but does not feel skittish. I've taken this out in the wet and it doesn't feel secure, whereas if you're in the MG ZT260, then that can be a little bit more should we say fruity. So we'll try and get out on the open road and open her up, because of course this one is called Dusty and is a she. This is quite a good moment actually. I'm driving over a bumpy taxiway at an airfield, and the MGF had hydrogas suspension, so it gave a much more comfortable ride, whereas the TF went for the more conventional setup of springs and dampers. So it's, you do feel the bumps. This is not too bad. I've been told that some TFs can be exceptionally hard on the ride. There is a kit, I believe, one can buy that makes it a little bit more comfy, but then you end up with a car that's quite wallowy. Very quickly, the next minute very slowly, so we'll just bear with him. Oh, this is oodles of fun to drive. It really is. It's it handles so well. It's not wallowy whatsoever. Chuck it round this roundabout, but we can't. God, it's drive it day, man, drive it. course, one of the other things it's got is that lovely K-series whine, especially when you pull away in first. I just absolutely love that noise. Yeah, the K-series is just ideally suited to being in a car like this because it's revvy. There we are. That's where it's happy. It's above 4,000 RPM. Just loves being revved. And I think I've said this before, but even the K series is a fantastic motor. Even the 1.4s are perky little things. I've never driven a 1.1, so I couldn't tell you what they're like. But yeah, they're all great little lumps. I'm sure the 1.1 in the right car is really good. So we're now pottering on the open road, 50 miles an hour. It's quiet. So mine's quiet because I've got a hard top, and you may have seen me replacing this headlining fairly recently. So the hard top definitely makes it quieter than if you drive with the soft. I have driven one with the soft top before I bought this, and I bought this one not as a project. It needs the headlining and the fog lights are really the only thing that need doing to it. So the headlining is now done. Need to get my hands on some fog lights, which is proving tricky to get a used set. Yeah, it's a good car. It's very, very straight. It's been very well looked after. I've got a book that's that thick, full of documentation, and it really is. Yeah, it really is an absolute treat to have a car that needs so little doing to it. Just gonna. Oh no, I can't. I was going to get around this slow-moving Skoda, but I've been scuppered. Yeah, the power's there if you want it. I'm not sure on the 0-60 time on these, but I think it's pretty decent for a non-ridiculous PHP car. But you can probably see it's, we're going over a fairly, not the best condition road. You do feel it. It's not uncomfortable, but yeah, the mirrors vibrating. This camera's vibrating. I can see. I don't know how well the inbuilt stabilisation is going to work. But yeah, it's certainly a firm ride, which is lovely when you get into a roundabout. Lovely pickup. We'll try and get around this Skoda in a sec. And it's fine, driving slowly is fine. But the power's there. To get us round. And then someone else pulls out. I'm pleasantly surprised in the short time I've owned one of these cars. They are absolutely lovely. Real thrill. I think values are only going to do one thing, and that's go up. I know certainly monogram examples are getting really good money. See it, at high speed we're getting quite a lot of vibration, but it makes it part of the fun. It's a sports car, it's a roadster. It's not meant to be silky smooth. So MG there was a concept of doing a GT version, so a full coupe with a fixed head. But that of course never materialised because Rover Group or MG Rover didn't have any money and went belly up. So it's a shame that that car never came to fruition, because the ones that were mocked up do look particularly nice. So the car was only ever sold with a K series engine, the smallest being the 1.6 in the TF. There's a naturally aspirated 1.8, which many say is the connoisseur's choice. I like the VVC. I obviously got it in the BRM, had it in my ZR 160 as well, so it's an engine that I do like, because it lends itself to spirited driving. Yeah, if anyone's considering buying an MGF or TF, go for it, because they are brilliant, and now is probably the time to get one before values start really going up. So thank you for watching this brief video about what it's like driving an MGTF 160. That's how it is. But don't take my word for it. Get out there, test drive one. If you're thinking about getting one, and if you're serious, get one, because say the values are only going to go north. They're lovely cars. Thoroughly recommend it. I'm really happy I bought this. I've not bought it as a project. I brought it for me, and I'm really glad I have. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. The channel is growing nicely. Please share, and please also hit the thumbs up to say that you've liked it. So I'll see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Goodbye.